Ending injury over a 4-year span. And while that's certainly concerning, there's certainly no denying he's truly one of the best quarterbacks in the NFL whenever he's on the field. However, for them to reach their full potential, he has to be out there, because as long as he is, this team is a legitimate contender to win it all.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, partner, that's the start that you want right there. And you know he spent the entire offseason throwing hundreds, I'd probably say thousands of passes, getting ready for that moment. The first throw of the new season. He's dreamed about it, thought about it, and now it's out of the way.
1 for 1, a lot more to go. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Looking deep here for Chase. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
So back onto the field come the Pats for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And the slot man goes in motion left. We're going to throw. May. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's May. He'll dump this down to Stevenson. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. It'll be a Patriot 1st down on a pickup of 16. Throwing here is May. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. We got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. Well, just the last thing you want to see here in the first quarter of a new season. Hopefully nothing serious. We'll step aside for a moment. 2nd and 7. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. From the gun on 3rd down is May. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Sly able to put this one through. And the Patriots jump out to a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves. They completed the screen on the perimeter, but boy, that was textbook defense, exactly as you're taught to play against a wide receiver screen, and they snuffed it out for a loss of yardage.
And Chase will go in motion left. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins. So 8 yards on the completion there, and now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Bengals are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit, like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 2. They go play action with Burrow. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs.
2nd and 10. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Flushed out right. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That was a good effort there, trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Higgins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
At the Patriots' 35-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He connects quickly to Jamar Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals 1st down as he'll get the ball down inside the 30. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. And he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. Clock running. Under a minute to go now here in a fast-moving 1st quarter. Burrow will throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To the air again, Burrow. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. Joe Burrow scampering home from 19 yards out. And the Bengals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a 1st quarter lead.
What an effort there. Sometimes you hold your breath a bit when you see your quarterback diving for the end zone. You don't want him to land on a shoulder wrong or take a big shot. But he looks none the worse for wear here, and that winds up a touchdown.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it was Joe Burrow who took it himself for the touchdown run. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. New England's offense set to go. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The Bengal pressure gets him that time. There he goes. And going to the books is a 7-yard loss on the sack. And it's 3rd down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Trey Hendrickson showing off his pass rush repertoire that time. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Here's Jones. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Ready for the 2nd quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They'll go up the middle here with Moss. And down to the 36-yard line here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now it's Burrow. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. Now it's Burrow. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
It is fun to watch the big man work the middle of the field. How about that post route there? Did an excellent job of getting his head around to look the football in and gain significant yardage.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. They overload him that time of the safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Here's Burrow. They'll run the screen with Moss. And he will not be able to get the first as he can get this only down to the 5. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that. Evan McPherson out for the Bengal field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. McPherson's kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they add 3 to the lead.
And from what I've seen so far, Brandon, I think they've been the better of the two teams here in the first half. So even though you want the touchdown, I think that's a nice job there to put 3 points on the board.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Stevenson gets it again on 2nd down. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here's May. He'll get this underneath to Stevenson. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down. Another completion there, and we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it, not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
They'll throw with May. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
Cincinnati set to take over once again. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
2nd and 6.
Second and 6.
Right back to Moss. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Short yardage situation, you have to wonder if they thought they were just going to run it inside. But you have to be cognizant of the back slipping out in the backfield trying to find some open space. And that's exactly what he does to the tune of a first down.
And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out. And they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On second down, it's Moss again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
Now Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
On is the punter, Johnston, now as he sends this one away. This is taken at the 23. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
From the 33, here's a 2nd down and 4. To the air, May. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
An 8-yard pickup. And
Our score 10-3 with 2 minutes remaining in quarter number 2. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Here's 2nd and 3. To throw, it's May. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a first down. And they go play action with May. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Bengals will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. While you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
You'd think defenses might be a little more prepared for plays like this because so many offensive coordinators, when they get the ball after a turnover, they do like to dial up a deep ball right away. And if I were a defensive coordinator in this league, that's exactly what I would say to my defense before they went out to play. In this case, though, they didn't get the message, and a big play resulted.
Throw left side complete to Chase. you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
In motion comes the tight end left. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. Another one into the hands of Jamar Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll get this down inside the 20. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. His throw incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Burrow. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down. And Burrow going to throw again. He's got his target. That's complete. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Moss. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's third down now. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the left hash, a chip shot here. McPherson's kick is good. And they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. They already had the early lead, then they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee, and that's caught inside the 20. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 20. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. We'll start up at Highmark Stadium, just outside of Buffalo. And it's the Cardinals who are out in front as that game draws closer to halftime. Kyler Murray has thrown a touchdown pass. From there, we head over to the Windy City. Check on the Bears at home, Soldier Field. And you can see they have the lead over the visiting Tennessee Titans. The rookie #1 overall pick, Caleb Williams, with a touchdown pass there. Finally, let's get down to the Bayou to check on the Saints at home at the Caesars Superdome. And that one all tied. We saw a strong first half out of the quarterback, Joe Burrow. He's got the lone touchdown of the game on a touchdown run. We'll see if he can get it going through the air as this one goes on. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, and we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Bengals offense and Joe Burrow getting set for this next drive. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. The Bengals drive about to get going. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half it didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
To throw again on second down. Burrow over the middle. That's caught by Chase. And Chase going to pick up a Bengals first down as he'll be brought down at the 42-yard line. Now back to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Burrow looking to pass. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up a third down and 10 yards to go.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. Finding room at midfield. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. Well, you always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. On play action, May. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. We'll call that a 49-yard punt with a return of just 2. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. The Bengals offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. Now a short one to Gesicki. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always making sure no one's holding.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that will bring up 2nd down.
At the 17-yard line.
Moss on the give up the middle. Shrugs him off. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off. Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. He'll look to Gesicki on the out route. Ball is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 44-yard line. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Nice hands displayed there by the former Penn State standout. And he's certainly hoping to get back on track now that he's playing in a Bengals offense that better suits his skill set.
Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Now a 2nd and 6. Burrow will throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. That he won't quite make it. He needed 6. He got about 5. 4th down.
I thought maybe when he caught, he'd have a good chance of getting that first down, but that's a nice job of holding him up and preventing him from getting to the sticks.
They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
They're going to throw. May. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good, clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3-and-out.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line. The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that's frustrating for a defense because they've got them pinned down deep. And on the first play, they gave up a run that keeps an offense on schedule.
Yeah, because 3 to 4 yards, that's all you're looking for right there, right?
That's absolutely perfect, really, as a play call. You get 3 to 4 yards on first down. That's what they talk about us all the time, about being ahead of the chains or on target, ahead of schedule. They were after that run.
Now it's Burrow. And that one complete once again to Higgins. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 23-yard line.
Here's a give to Moss out of the shotgun. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down.
Struggle. To break off a big one. Just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Third down, here's a run by Moss. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. They'll go again here with Moss. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Now this will be a jet sweep. Here's Thomas with it. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Moss. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now it's Burrow. Oh, and that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. New England trying to get a place on offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a two-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Myles Murphy just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. And you hate to say it with a rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, looked a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense. I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this one is incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get some.
And he'll take this into the end zone for Bengal TD. T. Higgins, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Well, this, of course, set up by the stop a moment ago on 4th down, and now that might be the score that puts this one officially out of reach.
And it's a tough one because your hands are tied when you're losing in the 4th quarter because you know you've got to make something happen. They couldn't pick up the 1st down, and after that, the air just went right out of the balloon, and you knew you were looking at a defeated team.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they have had their problems moving the ball through the air as we take you through some of the action from earlier. This secondary has played about as well as you can. Many times they've left this quarterback with nowhere to go with the football. The Pats at the line ready to go. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. The tight end Henry here in motion. Here's May. Short pass caught by Henry. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Throwing here is May. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Pass is taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to pick up a Patriots first down. And it is a big letdown there defensively. They somehow allowed to convert on 4th and long. They'll throw with May. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
From the 47 now, they'll work with a 2nd and 7. To throw, it's May.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Pass interference. Defense.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
To the air, May. This one left side caught by Gibson.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
From the shotgun, it's May. That's to the veteran tight end, Austin Hooper.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Patriots first down.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw again. Forced out to his left. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Out of the gun, they give it to Stevenson.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
From the shotgun, May with it.
And he's going to go down. Safe back at the 13-yard line. This offense so far on 3rd down, it has been a disaster. 0 for 8 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Here's a 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
Delay of game. Offense.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
On 2nd down, it's Moss again.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
First and 10 at the 27-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Moss. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And we got a pause following the play because it appears a member of the Bengals in some discomfort. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Jawan Bentley, the one to get in and finish off the play.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw.
They'll look to throw here.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Another go-around now for the Patriot offense.
They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And that last penalty makes his 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line.
The CD always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Cincinnati, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.